Good morning, students, and welcome to the class of English. Children, today I, Pankaj Singh Thapa, PGT English, is in front of you to discuss a topic that is letter writing. But what I feel that it is the mostly discussed topic, but still various confusions are there regarding various things. And if I talk about the usability of letter writing, so children, we cannot predict what will be the future of letter writing. Although it has got mutated, see, I'm using a word of biology, mutation. Mutation means it has changed form, means survival of the fittest, Darwin's law. The postal department now does not take care of the letters. Nobody sends letters, postcards, envelopes, but letter writing is still there. And how it has changed form in the form of email. All right, but it is still existing because it's the most common form of correspondence and which we cannot deny. What is the written proof if we talk in the sense of anything? So, earlier letters were there, they are still there, but their use has got minimized. But email is more common nowadays. It means letter writing will never end. So, therefore, we must be very through with letter writing. We must know every nook and corner about letter writing if we want to understand it properly. So, more precisely, let's come to the point. So, what is a letter? It is a form of written communication, maybe in the form of email or on paper. It's an art, children, and it is practiced through and it is mastered through practice. The importance of letter writing cannot be overemphasized. And what is their purpose? They strengthen business relations and win over officers and employers and social discourse also. Very simply, letters are of two types, formal and informal letters, you know very well. Formal letters include business letters, application for jobs, letter to editors, letter to principal officers, and letters of complaints to authorities. And informal letters are generally written to friends, relatives, acquaintances, and teachers. These include, private and personal matters such as condolences, congratulations, invitations, etc. All right, children. Now, please don't confuse that formal letters are business letters, applications for job, letter to editor, letter to principal officers, and letter of complaints to authorities. And informal letters include letters to friends, relatives, acquaintances, and teachers. Although letter to teacher may be included in the formal letter if it is for a formal purpose, but here they have included in informal letter. But if you're writing to a teacher, maybe it is including private and personal matters such as condolences, congratulations, invitations. That's why letter to teacher has been put under the column of informal letter. But otherwise, it is also a formal letter. The syllabus specifies the following letter types: letter to editors, letter to school or college authorities. Since both these types are formal letters, we shall concentrate only on these two types of formal letters. All right. Now, let's see what is actually, where do we make mistake? Children, I have made this video specially for grade 11th and 12th as well, so that they don't make mistake in letter writing, because still letter writing is a part of class 12th board examination, and this year they have included letter to the editor, and application for job. And as you can see, both are a part of formal letters. If you talk about formal letter, the formal letter has 7 parts. First of all, sender's address, and then there is date, right? And here it is written including the date, but date is separate. Then, after every heading, all these headings, after every heading, you should leave one line to make the thing clear. Then comes inside address or receiver's address. Then you will write a salutation, sir or madam. Then your subject is there. Then body of the letter. Then the subscription and the signature. Subscription we also say the children is closing. Alright. Now keep one point in mind. Each part begins on the left hand margin. See, this is the new format which is used nowadays. Alright. And the block format is used. There is no indentation. Indentation means no slanting is there. Means we don't like first sender's address and then next line leaving some space, date is there, the next line leaving some space, receiver's address is there. It makes a right slant. No. Everything is below one another. Alright. I'll show you the format how it is written. So now let's first start with the sender's address. The complete address of sender is written on the top of the page, preferably on the left hand side without punctuation marks. Now see, it is written like this. And children, what I mean to explain here is that how to write the address, because many children don't know how to write the address. They simply write in one line everything. And the next line they write New Delhi or the main place and then finish. No. There's a way of writing the address. See, a small circle, outside it's bigger circle, outside more bigger circle, then more bigger circle, then more bigger circle. So these circles represent the places. Now, if we talk about 23 to 37 Jyoti apartments, I think it's block number or block name. Okay. Now, where is Jyoti apartment? Ashok Vihar. So, Ashok Vihar is a bigger area inside which Jyoti apartment is there. So, actually, there should be some differentiation. That's why 237 Jyoti apartments is written in one line, and then Ashok Vihar has gone to next line. And where is Ashok Vihar? It is in New Delhi. Alright, and New Delhi is more bigger place. So like circles, you know very well. I have given an example. So that's why children don't make such kind of mistake that you are writing everything in one line. A smaller place, first line. The place bigger than that, next line. The place bigger than that, next line. And see, after everything there should be a comma. Like here they have not written, but 237 Jyoti apartments, comma. Ashok Vihar, comma. New Delhi 110048, full stop. Why full stop? Because sender's address finishes here. There is nothing. So how to signify that the address has got finished? So you will signify it by full stop. Now I think how to write the address is clear to everyone, and the same happens with the receiver's address also. Clear? Now how do we write the dates? In formal way. So like this, 10th July 2011 or July 10, 2011. Both the ways are acceptable. See, the former is the British style, means 10 July 2011 is the British style, and then July 10, 2011 is the American style. In our country, mostly people follow the British style, but these days some people have started using the American style also. Students should avoid writing dates as 10/7/11 or 10/7/11, as it may be understood as October 7 2011 or 10 July 2011. Alright, got my point what I mean to say? See, we are writing DDMMYY means date, month, year. But what's the point? 10, 7, 11, maybe 10th can be understood as month or date. So if 10th is considered as month, then it is October. Alright. But if 7 is considered as the month, then it is July. So never write the date like this, write the date as it is mentioned above. Next comes the sender's address, and it is similarly the way we have written the sender's address. In the same way we write the receiver's address, leaving one line. Kapoor Brothers, name of the designatory. What they are, what is the company name? Paper Merchants. Where the company is Chaudhary Bazaar. And where is this Chaudhary Bazaar? Delhi. So everything has come in next line. However, the word messrs should not be used before the names of firms, trading such as impersonal names such as the Golden Carriers, the Karnataka Small Scale Industries. Alright? Now, before with the names of firms beginning with singular proper nouns such as Gupta Sales Corporation, Anil Hardware Store, etc. Means, see, with these names, with the names starting with proper nouns, we don't write messrs. Right? Before the names of limited companies such as Hindustan National Glass Limited. No. When limited is there, messrs will not come. Now comes salutation or greeting. So the writer uses appropriate words for the receiver according to his or her relation. The salutation comes just below the address of the recipient. Its first and last word should be written with a capital letter. A comma may be put after the salutation. In business letters, we write Dear Sir or Dear Sirs. And in official letters, we write, like application or letter to the editor, we write Sir slash respected Sir or Madam slash Dear Madam. But and Dear Sir, Dear Sirs is used while addressing a firm. Alright? Dear Sir, Dear Madam is used while addressing using some single official. Right? But what I suggest, children, what I suggest in case of salutation, what you do, if in the question it is written that you have to write a letter to Mr. P.K. Jha, the editor of a company, editor of a newspaper agency. In that case, you know that P.K. Jha will be a man. So you write Sir, right? Or Dear Sir. But if it is not written, it is written that write a letter to the editor of National Daily asking about dash dash dash. In this case, you don't know the person. So when you don't know the person, you write Sir slash Madam, because the editor sitting over there could be a male or a female. Then comes subject heading. So mention the heading of the subject below the salutation in the middle. Alright. So subject should be brief. It should not be very lengthy one. And why the subject is essential, children? Because subject lets you make clear in your brain that what is the purpose of the letter. So whether it's a complaint letter, it is a letter for placing order, it is a letter to the editor, it is inquiry, it is for an application. So we are writing a letter for application. So application for the post of senior manager, like writing for the editor. So like this, subject must be clear, because sorting take place over there. When you send the letter, there the correspondence department is there in the company, and they sort out their letters, and from the main company office, those letters sent to particular departments which handle the particular complaint or whatever. Alright, so just by reading the subject, letters get sorted. So kindly write the subject clearly. Then comes the body of the letter. It is the most important part of the letter. It contains the actual message to be conveyed. It may be broken into various paragraphs, and each paragraph dealing with only one idea. Begin with a new paragraph each time you say something new. A formal letter must have at least three paragraphs in the body of the letter: introductory para, main body, and the concluding para. Like just like an article. Okay, so make three paragraphs if it's a formal letter, but it doesn't mean that you will write in detail everything. You would be comprehensive. No, be to the point. Those three paragraphs must be very precise and concise. All right, don't write anything extra. Then comes the subscription. So it is called the complimentary close, and it is simply a polite way of leave taking. It should agree in style and tone with the salutation. If you have used sir slash madam in your salutation, the subscription is yours faithfully. And very strictly, children, I would like to say that never use yours faithfully. Okay. Now, what you have to use? Truly or sincerely. If you don't know the person, use truly. But if you know the person, use sincerely. See, these two salutations will be used, nothing extra. Yours truly and yours sincerely. Yours faithfully is an old way of salutation or subscription which was used, but now it is not used. Only truly and sincerely. These two are the most common and respected words. All right. So if you know the person, yours sincerely. If you don't know, yours truly. And one common mistake which is done by children, that when they write yours, they put an apostrophe, Y-O-U-R apostrophe S. Very common mistake about which I have explained many times, but still many students make such kind of silly mistakes. All right, but now I think with this video you will stop making that mistake. All right, so yours does not have an apostrophe. And see, thanking you is grammatically wrong and should not be used. All right, earlier it was used, thanking you, but nowadays thanking you is not used. It is grammatically wrong. You can write thanks, it's acceptable, but don't write thanking you. Now, earlier the letter started with to the manager, to the editor. Okay, this is also a very common mistake. As I told you about the use of apostrophe in yours, in the same way, writing to the editor, to the principal, to the manager. See, to is now not used at all. And at the ending, we don't write from. All right. Then the format of the letter is on the left hand side. Everything will come in the left hand side. Don't worry. Next page I will show the way how it is written. And then comes the signature. Signature, children, means your complete name and designation. Signature, when I ask for signature, it's also a very common mistake, children. See, I have made this video to highlight the common mistakes, common errors. So when it comes for signature, very nicely the student will try to make a very typical kind of signature. No, signature means your complete name and your designation. All right. Yeah, you can do one thing more, that after just you first to write your complete name, below it your designation, and above your name you can sign. Okay, cursive way, whatever way you can sign also, that is acceptable, but signature means complete name and designation. Now some optional parts are there. They are known as reference number, enclosure and copies. Alright, what these are? These are the parts of formal letter. That's why it is very essential to discuss them here. Now, what is the reference number? A reference number means it appears between the writer's address and the date. Writer's address means sender's address. So after sender's address and date, we write the reference number. Now, suppose you have written a letter complaint earlier 2 times, okay, and you have been given a complaint number from the company, but no action has been taken from their side. Okay, so definitely you have to write that complaint number or file number, letter number, so as to tell them that I have filed that complaint, what action has been taken against my query. So for that you have to give that reference number. So it is the importance of reference number. Now suppose you are writing an application for job. So in that case, definitely you will put some papers and documents, maybe the photo states of your qualifications like 10th mark sheet and certificate, 12th mark sheet and certificate, BSc mark sheet and certificate, like this. So these all things which go along with the formal letter are known as enclosures. Now copies. Copies means CC. In case it is necessary to send a copy of the letter to third person, this is indicated by CC. See, when you write email, okay, CC and BCC is there. So CC means carbon copy and BCC means blank carbon copy. So why that column is there when you write the email, CC and BCC? Means if the same letter has to go to 3 departments in the same company, so that they may also come to know what's happening in their company: manager, general manager, assistant manager, HR manager. So 4 copies. So that's why you write CC. It means followed by the name and address. It means the same letter must go to these other 3 persons also, and it appears below the enclosure. So I think by now children it is clear what I mean to discuss. And now comes the guidelines. How to write a good and business letter, official letter, letter to editor, application for job. Some ways. So first of all, be brief, be short, clear, concise and to the point. Use a proper layout and format for these formal letters. The layout may be in block format or indented format, as in informal letters. See, use of punctuation marks is adopted in indented form, but it is dispensed within the block format. So when I say block format with everything in the left hand side, so mostly we don't write or we don't use the punctuation marks, or very less we use the punctuation marks. Do not mix the 2 formats. It would be better for you to practice and follow the block format, which is in vogue, or which is in practice after introduction of computers. Okay children, let's see how a formal letter looks. Before that, some more points. Convey facts briefly but impressively. Indicate a theme in the initial paragraph of the body of the letter. Develop your points in the middle paragraph and conclude or give suggestions in the final part of the body of the letter. Okay. So what you have to do, as I told you, that a formal letter consists of 3 paragraphs: introduction, description and conclusion. So start here with what you want to say in the beginning, and then develop your points in the middle paragraph, and in the last paragraph give suggestions or conclusions. Maybe you are writing a letter to the editor about a problem. So first tell about a problem in the introductory paragraph. In second paragraph discuss the problem, and third paragraph give some kind of suggestion also. Use simple and direct language. Avoid the use of long and high sounding words. See, we are writing a formal letter, okay, and we are writing to persons, those who may be very good at English or normal in English, or maybe laymen. So your letter must be understood by everyone. You are not writing to a very literary person. The children, use simple language. Don't use high sounding words for which the person has to take out the dictionary, search, and still he is not able to find out the meaning which is being used in the letter. Because it may take the things wrong way. Be courteous. Even while lodging a complaint or criticizing, be courteous. Suppose you are writing a complaint letter, still be courteous. Means be polite. Remember the following points about block format. There is no indentation. Each block begins in the margin on the left hand side. Extra space will be left between different sections and paragraphs. Omit punctuation marks in address, date salutation. In case you put a comma in the address, you will throw out. Do not mix the two systems. Now, children, previously the letter consisted of 7 marks. Nowadays, and after this COVID and the declaration of a new syllabus, everything has changed. But the earlier way I am telling you how the letter was assessed. So, out of 7 marks, 2 marks were for format, 3 marks for content, and 2 marks for expression. Expression, children, includes your grammar, your fluency, your accuracy, your choice of words, your spellings, and your handwriting, and everything. Alright. Now, what is golden rule? Use suitable format. Content should be well organized, and language should be appropriate. Now, see, this is a format. Whether you are writing to the editor, you are writing to the school, college, authorities, whatever. See, sender's address, pin code. If you are writing, it's good. Then date, then address your receiver's address, then pin code, then subject, then sir, then introductory paragraph, then main body of the letter, then concluding paragraph, then complimentary close. Alright. At last, yours faithfully will not come, yours truly or sincerely, and then your sender's name and designation. The children, this was all about letter writing, and I hope that now in future you will not make mistakes in letter writing. And I have discussed in this video various kinds of mistakes which is being done by the students. The children, I hope that of now onwards you will not repeat those mistakes. All right, that is the purpose of my this particular video, and it is for grade 11th and grade 12th both. So I hope you will get the benefit out of this, and that's all, children, in this video. Till my next video, thank you and goodbye.